Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sorry that it's been taking me so long to do videos like I said I was going to do, but I had to get to a point to where I could actually do some videos. I'm going to start off with doing a little bit of review slash opinion of the new VR headsets that are out. Everybody knows about them. There's a lot of questions about them, and I pretty much got a fairly, how you say, a decent amount of, what do you call it, experience with the cheap ones specifically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few of them that I have gotten in the past that I don't use anymore, because of course I've got the Gear VR now, and I just wanted to give my opinion on it and show you a few things that I've discovered. So let's go ahead and get started. This first one is the one that everybody has pretty much seen advertised all over the place as like the least expensive any smartphone VR headset. It's the VR box. This has been the design of this has been rebranded I don't know how many times. I don't know, what, 20 or 30 times, but this is what you get right here, VR box. It's got the slider thing on there to where you can reveal your phone's camera for AR, augmented reality, and you got your adjustable lenses here. Then you got a strap that would go into here. By the way, I've already pulled mine off. I don't have it. I don't have it handy. There's a tray that slides into this thing for where the phone sets in. Do I have? Let's see here. Okay, I have another. I have one that here that I can show you. No, this isn't the best lighting quality on this thing, and your phone slips into this, and there's some grips on it that you can add. Don't think you can see that or not. This is a pretty poor quality review or video for the review. But you take your phone. On these, I found that the smaller cell phones are actually better with the experience than the bigger phones. But basically, you just put your phone into there and you slide it in. And you notice how I said that the other one that I got, they say that these are specific to the brands, you know, but this one, I just pulled this thing out of a different brand, and it slid right in because the design is exactly the same. The only thing that might be a little bit different is this right here. But basically, that's all you do with these things is that you put it in your phone, you slide it in, and you can watch 3D movies side by side, or half over under, half side by side if you want. With side by side, I was referring to full side by side for full 3D experience, because you know, half side by side is cutting the image in half, and then it just re-stretches it. Well, actually, it doesn't cut the image in half. It smashes the image by a certain percentage, and then it gets resized, which, if you have followed any of that 3D stuff, you will discover that the half side by side and half over under is not a full view of the video. The picture just gets resized. But I can tell you right now that with the experience with these cheaper ones, I tore all that stuff apart. The lenses on just about all the cheap ones, just about all the cheap ones, are exactly the same. Lenses in this, the lenses in the Sinoculars, which is basically the same thing as that. It might be just a little bit different in design, not too much. Basically the exact same thing. Same damn lenses. Got the adjustments up here. You can't really see that too well. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the lenses, but yeah, you can see them somewhat. They're exactly the same as on the other headset. And this one, it slides out just like the other one did. The strap might be a little bit different, but I can tell you right now that these cheapos, they are not very comfortable. You can't really wear them for very long, especially these really cheap ones. The ones that are got the square thing going on, and the suction cups in here don't hold pretty much any phone in place, and the lenses on these are totally flat. They're not even the aspherical lenses. They're just garbage lenses. The other thing that I've noticed with these, not all of them, but most of these cheaper models, is this the eye splitter. I don't think you really call it an eye splitter, but the thing that blocks off the left from the right view, so on. Okay, if it is not flush against the phone screen, you're going to have bleed over from the other side of the picture if you're playing games or watching movies, because I have experienced that with several headsets. Let's see here. Here's also another one. It uses the same lenses, although this thing pops out. It's got some rubber feet in here to hold the phone into place, but this crap right here, that really kills the experience. Same lenses, well, not quite the same lenses, but very similar. It's not that great. That one, it came with its own bag. Let's see here. Now this headset, this headset is definitely got different lenses. It uses larger lenses than the other ones do. This headset is way more comfortable. It's lighter, and it gives you a much better experience pretty much with any size phone, and that would be the Bobo. This one happens to be the one without the headphones built onto it. I didn't really worry about that because I use earbuds. They're much higher quality anyways, but I don't know if you'd be able to see the lenses on these or not too easily, but as you can see, they are bigger, and this headset actually produces a closer resemblance, closer feel to the Gear VR lenses. Not quite the same, but they're pretty close. So that's why I'm going to keep this thing around. And if you can't afford to get a Gear VR, of course you have to use the Samsung smartphones for it, which that only works on the Note 5, S6, 7. Sorry, got a little interrupted there. I'm running out of space on this phone. Basically, I recommend the Bobo if you can, if you want to get into a cheap VR for the time being. The other thing is that I was at Micro Center today, and I noticed that the full Himoto headsets have dropped down to $10 versus what they originally were, which was about what, 30 to 50. Well, I opened one up to take a look at the lenses, and it uses the exact same lenses as these fuckers do. Those things are a disgrace. There's also a headset on the market that is very cheap. It's about $5, which is basically what the cost of this sucker is. Yeah, I got this thing at Five Below. Piece of junk. Wasn't comfortable at all. There's a company that is making headsets, some really cheap ones for Walmart, and they're called I think On or something. I can't really remember, but they are specifically intended for kids. And if you want to try as an adult, if you wear glasses like I do, it's not going to work out for you, because my frames are way too big to fit into that thing. So of course I took it back. Now, as far as the other headsets that are out there, I can't really recommend them because I haven't tried them. But other than that, the absolute best experience that I've had for mobile VR, for gaming and for 3D viewing of movies, is the Gear VR. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up real quick, because I've got some other things that I need to take care of, and I hope this has been a help to you. If not, well, oh well, there ain't much I can do about it. But if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I don't really care. I just I had to voice my opinion on this. But the current more expensive headsets are dropping in price because nobody's buying them, I guess. And with good reason. If you do research, you'll find out that pretty much every single one of them have the same lenses. Even those, even the Himoto minis, or not the mini, but the ones that really tiny, that you can hook to the cell phone, and it's got like really tiny lenses on there. Micro Center had a bunch of those things for $1, and if I recall, last time I seen those was at Target, and they were asking like I don't know, like $12 for them. Jesus, they're ripping people off with this VR stuff. So I don't know. They better knock it off and get their shit together with this stuff if they want VR to take off, because I mean, VR and 360-degree videos, I mean, it has to be excellent quality, especially when it comes to 360-degree experiences. Almost every single experience out there with that is 2D. And in order to get a really good experience with anything to do with VR, it has to be 3D. So, take everything that I say with a grain of salt, do your own research, and catch you in the next video. Have a nice day.